What's up YouTube, Blood Rampage here, bringing you another wonderful game coming from Calypso Media and as well as Gaming Minds. This game came out the 25th of September 2020 on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Port Royale 4 is the Caribbean vacation you won't get this year, according to Eurogamer. This complex mixture of building and trading simulation with calm but important naval battles is especially good to dive into right now from Gamereactor. The graphics look fantastic, and as a friend of turn-based strategy and city building, Port Royale 4 does everything right, according to GameStar. Port Royale 4 is suitable for both veterans and newcomers to the strategy genre. PC games. Let's see. My preview impression of Port Royale 4 is very good from GamersGlobal. Choose from four colonial powerhouses: England, France, Spain, and the Netherlands, each providing different benefits and unique gameplay styles. Take on 4 extensive single-player campaigns, followed each nation on their path to supremacy. Appoint leaders for your adventure from 4 different character classes: Explorer, the Merchant, the Buccaneer, and the Pirate, each providing their own advantages and disadvantages. Establish and manage trade with 60 Caribbean cities in a huge 3D game world. Steer clear of cliffs, shallow waters, and stormy weather regions to optimize your trade routes. Select from 50 buildings, including 25 production sites, to produce goods like rum or luxuries. Construct town buildings with neighborhood effects to optimize productivity and manage the overall happiness of your citizens. 18 historically authentic ship types from the late 16th to 17th century. Engage in tactical turn-based naval battles with powerful captains. Licenses, building permits, and new buildings and ships can be unlocked by growing your reputation within your nation. About the game. Set sail and join the colonial powers of Spain, England, France, and the Netherlands in their fight for supremacy of the Caribbean in the 17th century. In Port Royale 4, you will take control of a colony as a young and ambitious governor who is eager to learn what it takes to manage and grow a small settlement into a bustling trader city. Develop production chains connecting multiple islands and create complex trade routes across the Caribbean, covering the ever-growing needs of the respective cities. Make use of the detailed sea map to avoid stormy weather regions, cliffs, or shallow waters. Fulfill tasks for your nation's viceroy, earning more fame to unlock town buildings, ships, and more. Conquer the cities of rival nations, or hunt down their fleets with a letter of marque, while also keeping a keen eye out for pirates and other privateers. For the first time in the series, naval battles will be turn-based, with up to 8 ships battling at one time and tactical captain maneuvers that can turn the tide in even the most hopeless of situations for a glorious victory. Now, I never played a ton of the Port Royale games, but this is definitely something I could get into. If you're a fan of any like the Tropico-style games and stuff like that, this one is a great one to do. Instead of just doing your own island, you have a whole bunch of other little ports that you gotta do. It almost puts me in mind of a different kind of Civilization-style game. Which, if you've ever played the Sid Meier Civilization games, you'll understand what I'm talking about. It's pretty fun. It's got a lot of mechanics that you got to try to figure out how to use. What you see through this video actually is me going through part of the tutorial. There's a lot of things you got to learn. A lot. And I don't know if I'll be able to play it without even having a guide, because I'd almost have to have a guide just so I can remember what I have to do. But all in all, the game is really fun. I just enjoy how much work has been put into it. It makes me want to go back and play Port Royale 3, because I believe I do have that on PS3. I just never got around to playing it, because I don't play a ton of my older backlog, at least right now. But it's definitely worth checking out Port Royale 4. If you've never played the series, as it said, new people could get into it really easily, as well as the veterans. You can check it out through the PlayStation Store. I believe the price is $50, and they have like a special for $60 or something. Also, if you wanted to get it for PC, I do have a Green Man Gaming link that you could go to, and it'll help me out if you purchase it through there. I'd really appreciate that. Don't have a ton to say, besides you're more than welcome to continue watching the gameplay. Just wanted to say check this out, give shout-outs to Calypso Media and Gaming Minds, and thank them for giving me the opportunity to play this game. So thank you guys for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.
Port Royale, the smell of seaweed, old fish, and hope for prosperity. Zoom in on the town until you see the shipyard and select it. Convoys that are on the road a lot, the shells have to be scraped off regularly. Buy a new vessel and get out of here for now. Your vessel is still in the shipyard and you can't even see it. You have to add it to a... We do that at the lighthouse. Select it. On the left, you can see the selected convoy and your unused vessels on the right. Now add your new vessel to the existing convoy. Not bad for a landlubber. The basics are in place. Whenever you come across one of these info icons, you can use it to open the appropriate pages in the manual for Caribbean merchants. Try it. The info icon will always bring you to the right place in the manual. You can also open the manual at any time and just browse through it. All right, you've got the basics down, I hope. But there's a lot of people out there just... All rested up and ready for the Caribbean economy? Let's go! First, select your convoy in the harbor of Port Royale. Is that clear? Check the hold of your convoy to see what you just loaded. We'll need it later. A lot of beer! Beer is important. Does not make you as drunk as rum and not as sick as spoiled water. Now open the town dialogue of Port Royale. To do so, select the whole town from a greater distance, or, if the camera is close by, the town hall or undeveloped areas. Here you can see the inhabitants who live here and have to be taken care of. Below you can see which cultivation and mining commodities can be produced in the town and how efficient. People always ask for all commodities, and the variety of commodities affects this. Now switch to the production tab to see the production of the town. Each town can produce a maximum of 7 different commodities. Now switch to the Trade Between Town and Convoy tab to see the commodities on the town's market. Here you can see all commodities that are available, sorted by their importance for the inhabitants. The first column shows the fill level of a commodity. Here you can see how many commodities are in stock at the market of the town and in the selected convoy. Here you can see what the town produces and consumes. The price of a commodity changes constantly because it depends on supply and demand. The last column shows the average price you paid for a commodity. People want beer, and you can give it to them. To do this, select the commodity and slowly move the amount from right to left. You can see how the stock and the fill level of the town increases, and the price per unit decreases. Now sell your beer supply to the town and close the town dialogue. Very nice. Now show what you have learned. There's an abundance of grain in Port Royale right now. Buy at least 100 barrels. The commodities are on board. Now you need a destination. I recommend Port-au-Prince east of Port Royale. Set up your convoy there, open the town dialogue, and get a trade license. Then you sell the grain to the town. Excellent. That was my Caribbean economy crash course. It's really very simple. Buy cheap and sell dear. You want to sail comfortably over the sea and enjoy the wind and waves? Then you're in the wrong place. I want to teach you how to organize your convoys so that they yield more profit for you. And we'll start right away. Choose your convoy that anchors at Port Royale. Here you can see if the convoy has additional sailors. You can hire these. The total number of cannons of the convoy is displayed here. A convoy can... You already know the different areas of a convoy. Select the area vessels. Here, you can see the vessels of your convoy. It's important that you understand the difference between a vessel and a... Suppose you buy a vessel in the shipyard. Then it will stay there until it belongs to a convoy. Only 2 buildings in the town are important when it comes to vessels: the shipyard and the lighthouse. Let's first have a look at the shipyard in Port Royale. Select it to enter it. You have to zoom in close enough to the town, otherwise you won't be able to select individual buildings. In the shipyard, you can repair, buy, and sell vessels. As you can see, the vessel in your convoy could use a little overhaul. Get it done. Great. While the repairs are being carried out, we look at the vessels the shipyard is currently offering for sale. To do so, select the next area in the shipyard. Larger shipyards sometimes offer used vessels for sale. These can come from bankrupt merchants, for example. This is a good opportunity for you to get a new vessel quickly and easily. Just buy the 2 vessels on offer. This military frigate needs command points. This applies to all vessels. For the really big vessels, you have to prove that you are loyal to your nation and accumulate fame. Now look at the other parts of the shipyard. You can sell vessels which you don't need anymore and order the construction of vessels. To build new convoys or add new vessels to a convoy now, you need the lighthouse. Now close the shipyard and open the lighthouse of Port Royale. On the left side, your selected convoy is displayed. On the right side, you can now close the lighthouse again. We have just talked about captains. Choose the Captain's tab in your convoy. A convoy is ready to go, even without a captain, but a captain improves many characteristics and allows to carry armed vessels. Unfortunately, such captains are hard to find, and for each, you need a captain's license. You can get a captain's license from your viceroy, But more about this in a later lesson. If a captain applies to you, this will be displayed here. Now open the captain's dialogue. Here you can see which captains are working for you, or who is applying as a captain. Every captain has other skills that will improve with time. Take a look at everything and then hire the captain. A captain doesn't work for free, so don't forget to assign him to a convoy after you hire him. Otherwise, you'll pay for doing nothing. Now assign the captain to your convoy. Very good. With the help of their command points, captains can...